All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is Felix on this call this morning, taking us on this ride. Of course, you have just boarded a journey to a very fantastic financial destination. We didn't say you don't know how to make money, but we have opportunity that's going to help you to make money from an environment that may be alien to you, that's strange to you. All right. So, and that environment, and many of us actually have heard about it or abuse it because of one thing or the other, involvement in a different dimension. And that's why I want to take you in a context. Now, we are going to be holding your hands into a platform that will help you to literally deliver three streams of income to you. So you can write it down so that the way you want it is the way you are going to get it. So we have a platform that is going to deliver three streams of income to you from the same ecosystem. Number one, we have a system that will deliver what we call passive income to you. A passive income is a place where your money only work. So you leverage only your money and you do nothing technically, whatever. So we have opportunity to help you achieve that. Number two, we have a system, the same system delivering to you if you want to maximize our active career income system from the global financial market. And when we talk about active career income system, it's about learning how to buy and sell the what we call financial instrument. Financial instrument in the foreign exchange. How to become a digital aboki. So let me domesticate it. Those of us in Nigeria, you know what aboki does. You want to travel, you take your naira to aboki and get dollar from him, and then you travel so that you can spend the money in the country you are going to. You come back, you want to send or somebody come to Nigeria, for instance, as a case study, and then he want to give this money to Aboki and collect the currency of that country. You go to South Africa, you want to convert that money. Of course, that one will follow two ways. You have to convert your domestic local currencies to dollar and then connect dollar to South African rounds. You go to Ghana, so you want to convert to Ghana currencies, which is called Ghana CD. And in this process, it is called foreign exchange. So there's a margin in the price, in the buy and selling of it. That's where some profit actually come from. So we want to show you either you know all of this or not, where you can make passive income while all these transactions are going on. So we have a tool that will help you to get that. Number two, you want to get involved by yourself. One of the first two is education. Next thing is support system. Education like learning how to understand markets and buy in by yourself and sell by yourself and you make profit. Number three, how to actually build a franchise system. That is building a business, plugging into a structure without paying overhead cost, and you make money on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a monthly basis. So these are the three segments I'm going to be showing to you. Why I was intentional to show you this. Now, many of us who have been trading will know about chart. Your trading is in your chart. And then many of us go to advanced level to understand that there are certain information that you need to process. Now, in doing this, it takes your mental understanding. So it takes some years of experience to understand how to navigate what we call fundamental, which has to do with macroeconomy, and combine it into a process empirical study. So you can see now, when you want to trade by yourself, you need to understand the fundamental information, which has to do with what? Macroeconomy aspect of government policies, issues, geographical war, and all of that, like what is happening in Iran to Israel, and all of those factors. So these are fundamentals. Then you are taking it to a place to do empirical study as it relates to what is the effect of that same thing, all right? What is the effect of that same thing in, processing. Okay, sorry. I think I'm on this. Okay, sorry. I quickly want to just show you here. All right, so let me share this quickly. Thank you. Okay, so we want to actually see all those information, fundamental information from different places. Now you can see down that I've gone into more kind of advanced, study informations and all of that. So how do we arrive at this? How do we achieve this, to make money and all of that? So three segments of opportunity I want to present to us is that it's going to help you to make money without lifting fingers. That's number one. Not Ponzi, not a hype, not scheme, not funny scheme, but it will deliver to you passive money where only your money will work for you. Then we have some of us, of course, some of us are career people. You are working somewhere for salary and all of that. You probably need a side hustle. You now tell yourself, let me learn a skill. So learning a skill in this space is to learn how to buy and sell and turn to digital aboki. Then we still have this ecosystem, the tool we want to give to you that help you to make passive money. Say, if you are interested in learning how to do it by yourself, making money is still available. Number three, he now said, I don't want to learn how to trade, but there are other things I can still do outside that my money is working for me. The third thing I can do is that to get plugged into the business and build organization. Okay? I want to build organization. So I want to build an organization. If I want to build an organization, so how do I go about it? I want to build an organization or I want to open a business. If I want to open a business, definitely, what should I do? I need to set up, start up, register the company name, go about so many other things. Okay? Go about so many other things. And with that, I will set up my business, maybe the local business. Please, if you can hear me, can you type 111 on the chat box? Somebody is being distracted. Ete, that was a very bad language. Is this an occult meeting? Please, if you come with that mindset, you can exit. I beg your pardon. That's a very bad language. An occult meeting, please. We don't do such thing here, please. If you come with such mindset, please, I will beg your pardon to exit, please. Thank you very much. So please, thank you. You can hear me. God bless you all. Now, so number one, passive income. Number two, active income. And number three, I want to build business. If you ask yourself a simple question now, you want to set up a business organization where you can make money. Now, no business setup without a service rendered. So you check an overhead cost, you check so many other things, documentation. Even you want to do illegal business, which we don't encourage anybody to do. It's not as if it's going to be easy. So, but if you do business to render service, exchange of product or exchange of services for money, then you need to set up your business organization. You hire people, you do a lot of things, and those are going to help you so as much as possible. So, with that, but now today, there is a leverage where you can plug into an existing system and now become a kind of franchise holder of a company. So that means these three things are much available, and I'm going to now level them up in this meeting today because I've discovered sometime when people come into a platform and you assume that okay, yeah, these people probably what they're just looking for is where they can just their money going to be working for them and then they hold their peace and all of that. Yes, fine. But the question is that I ask person, how much money do you think you have that can give you the type of life you want to live? Okay, I have $100,000 to start a business and then let the AI be trading for me. So 100,000. A time will come, you meet a man who have 100 million. You like, wow. That's why economic have asserted this that human want are insatiable. The more you advance, the more you want more. The scripture confirmed that in Matthew chapter 24, verse 59. It said, those that have will have more abundance. And he said, for those that do not have, he said, even the little they have shall be taken away from them and given to those that have more. Okay? So that is how, as much as possible, okay? That is how, as much as possible, when you are doing a business. Now, most person's mind is, "Ah, if I can just have 100,000 naira, I'm okay." Another person, another person say, if I can just have $1 million. Another person say, I want to have billions. So the person that say he want to have 100,000 naira, there's nothing you can do for his orientation to change because it's about capacity. So quickly going, the tool we have for you to deliver the three segments I've mentioned quickly this morning. Please, like I've told you, even if you are here with your wife, this is a very serious business. I mean business, avoid distraction. Please, I beg your pardon. Your time is very precious. So when you come here, be alone, let your eye be single so that your whole body be full of light. So because I am intentional, that's how I do my business. When I come into a business, I mean business, I face my business, and I take what I want. Don't become victim of someone's ideology or philosophy. It's very important. Even if you are with your wife and your wife's a little bit distracted, you may leave romance alone for now and face business, because productivity, things work when somebody work it, and that's the reality. So let's quickly go. Okay, so this three dimension of making money with this platform, how does it work? Number one I've mentioned is called the passive income. So the passive income work here by you getting your money into a broker, and we help you to look for expert to trade on your behalf. All right. So how does that work? Okay, it works by this. This platform called Tag Market is a broker, and you can verify if it's a regulated broker. You can search that by yourself independently on a platform called WikiFS. You can search from anywhere. You can type on Google. The only difference is that when you type anywhere, what you want is what you look for is what you will see. I only tell people there's a pre-mindset you have. When you go to anywhere, there's a mindset you have. My place, they said, when a man is afraid of cutlass, he knows what the cutlass is being used for. Because a man who cut head with cutlass, when he see another person holding cutlass, the first thing that goes to his mind, they want to cut my head. And so when somebody is down having trust problem with you, it means that him too cannot be trusted, because he knows how those things works. I'm trying to avoid these people because they could cheat me. That means that person is a cheat. And that's the not normal things they call law of attraction. So with you, when you come online and you are searching something, if you perceive that Felix is the one talking now, and you perceive Felix to be a scammer, just type on Google and say, is Felix my full name? Put it Felix Smith. I say, is he a scammer? You will go to see a lot of scam information about Felix. If you type, is Felix a genuine person or is he a man of God? You're going to see information. Even when other bad information are written, your mind will be close to that bad information. And that's the reality of life on business. So, but then basic thing must be done. You must do your due diligence, and nobody asks you not to do that. Now, so one of the first things you need to see, Tag Market is a regulated broker. Tag Market is still a young broker, less than 3 years, licensed in Mauritius, and then you can see the whole detail. And if you are doing your transaction, you could see that the license, you have connection to your MT5. And so I'm not going to go to those details about the passive income, because you don't need to know too many technical things. Because the more too technical things become, the more disgusting you become around that. So now what Tag Market says is that we are going to connect you to professional who trade profitably every day, and then you make money without lifting fingers. What we say is that if you can have ChatGPT where you search for information, bad news, good news, or people lifestyle and all of that, then why don't you have ChatGPT that can help you to bring money? We call it sleeping allowance every day. So with that, Tag Market help you. Okay? Stock market help you as much as possible. Okay, so how does it help you? First of all, Tag Market say we are broker, we run different type of account. So if I click here now, you see different type of account that's being operated by Tag Market. So we see account types. So every broker run different account type, like zero spread, the pro account. Some run what we call ECN account, all right, cent account, all of this, because we have broker we trade independently with, all right, Islamic account. So, but what Tag Market now saw was that, oh, people actually come to trade. They don't have knowledge. We give them knowledge. Now, when they got knowledge, the money they have is too low compared to their dream. Somebody with $100, $20, okay, we can give them leverage. If you have traded before on, or your friend have traded, ask them what is called leverage in trading future account. Most people are attracted to trading future on the same Binance you come to trade spot because of what? Leverage. All right. So when they come, they have opportunity to leverage with 10x, 20x, 50x. What's the difference? The difference is simple. You, when the market move by 1%, you make 1% of that, your $100. But they that leverage, when the market move by 1%, they will make that 1%, but times the leverage, So if they leverage 20 times, that means 1% of $100 is $1, you make $1. They make $1 of that $100 times 20, that will be $20. So while you are making $1, they are making $20 in the same market, in the same place, with the same capital. That means the more you look, the less you see. That's why we say wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. So most time people come around. And one of our mentor, Robert Kiyosaki, he said, you don't need to be intelligent. All you need to do is to be smart and hire intelligent people to work for you. So people who are trading now, they are highly intelligent, but you may not be intelligent, but you are smart enough. That's wisdom. And so with that, expert will trade for you and you make money. So what this type of account Tag Market gave was is called amplifier account. So with this amplifier account, you can request for maximum of 12x. Okay? You can request for maximum of how many x? 12x. That is what they offer. Now, what that means is that they now connect you to something called copy X. Copy X, copy expert. Copy expert. So when you copy expert, okay? So when you copy expert, you don't need to be an expert. For instance, you want to go to Lagos from Port Harcourt, or you want to go to Abuja from Lagos. You don't need to be a captain. You don't need to be a pilot to get there. Yet you will board an aircraft. As you board the aircraft, you just believe that when they are boarding you, I don't know how many of us have conceived. Let me see this pilot. Too. I hope he's an expert. Do you know what to use in rating on examining experts? Some of us we want to do something that we do not know. Say, hey, I want to check. Okay, what do you even actually know how to check in the first place? So the only that you just believe that for them, for this expert to be put here, these people have done their basics, and that they believe that he has been trained, he's flying, and then he has been flying for so long. You just believe it. You got into the aircraft, they board you, they close the door, and then they start flying. And then you land in Abuja. And so all of us came to Abuja. Must I be a pilot? No. Before traveling with aircraft? No. All of us will not be a pilot. So the smart thing I can do is that leave being a pilot and then get into the aircraft and somebody's going to pilot you. So the same thing will happen. Must I learn how to trade? No. And that's why when I'm training some of my students, I tell them, I say, hey, it's not a must for you to learn trading. No. It should be of your interest and choice that I want to change my career. I want to really trade. And the truth is, the matter is that if you learn how to trade and make it a career, you make more money. That's the truth. But you should be ready to face the psychology that follow it because you will lose. It's a must. You are going to blow account severally. It's a must. It's part of the game. If anybody is training you as a mentor and he's telling you that, oh, I'm going to show you, you will never burn account, you will never lose, you will never blow account. He's just telling you, you will never grow. You will never grow. And he's lying to you. That person is not a mentor, it's your tormentor. Because when the forex market will show you, just like in our local palace in Nigeria, if you are not in Nigeria, we say, if Nigeria happened to you. So we always say to you, the day forex will happen to you, you will look at your computer and you think that the money is under your table. So then why don't I save myself from the stress of that and copy expert? Is it a bad thing to learn how to trade? No, I love it. I'm a trainer. I'm an instructor. I love people to learn. But will everybody actually learn forex? The answer is no. And will everybody that learn forex become profitable? The answer is no. Will everybody that even become profitable become professional? The answer is no. So that is the reason for copy expert. And now the copy expert we have here is called Sonic AI. The copy expert we have here is called Sonic AI. So Sonic AI is an AI system. I told you so. Instead of gossiping with ChatGPT, why don't you let AI, ChatGPT of money, make money for you? Because I always tell people, if whatever thing you are doing is not making money, it's not making sense. Because after God is money. And so as simple as possible. Now we have CopyX that say use Sonic AI. Now, what make us to recommend Sonic AI? Now, write this website down. You can do this independently on your own. But people who have been trading forex before we know this, my FS book. What did my FS book actually do? It helped you to check if I claim now I have a strategy and I've used it to trade for at least 6 months, 1 year, I'm too sure of myself. I go to document it on my FS book so that it can be available in the public library. Everybody can access it to check, okay, fellas. It's not enough for me to tell you that I'm a professional trader and I make money. You want to check my past activities. How much money have I made? Have I built up to this extent and all of that? So it's on that note, if you go to my FS book, you go to the search button and type Sonic AI because that's what we use in trading. You type Sonic AI. So Sonic AI is the system that help you to make money passively without you lifting fingers. Now, when we come there, what exactly am I supposed to be checking? Be careful. Most of us are fall victim of this, and I know I'm speaking to some of you in mind. You are fall victim of this. The moment you see somebody, they show you a platform. And then when you show you a platform, say, come and invest in this platform. The first question you ask that, I bet how much I go feel they make every month. Now, if I'm the one showing you that opportunity, I may not continue because I know that you have not gotten any experience. Every real investor who work for his money, the first thing he think about is the safety of his money. So don't look at that man as a backward person. He's not going to say about the platform. Is that platform can be secure, and I'll give you a lot of scenario. The platform can be a secure platform, yet you will lose money. So you lose money in two ways. Ponzi scheme platform, and then you put in your money, and they are scam, they run away with your money. You lose money. You waste your money. Second, you can have genuine broker, genuine platform, and people claim to be having expert advisor robot, and then you connect those robots to, they will waste your money. So you still lose anyway. So what investor look for is that what is your consistency rate, number one? What is your win rate, number two? But the most important they will even ask, but that's the number one question that's supposed to be asked, is that what is your risk management level? So they want to see what they call drawdown. Now, this Sonic AI has had about 18th, is going to 19th month of trading, not practice, trading, live trading. And the total drawdown it has experienced so far is 0.86%, meaning the chances of you losing your entire money if Sonic is trading for you is less than 1%. And the same Sonic, on average of every month, is doing you more than 1 point something percent. It looks so stupid, and I will tell you where the mathematics now work. That's why you don't reject what you know nothing about from afar. I just say 1%, say 1%. The question is that 1% of what? So with that, Sonic is doing average of 1.1, that's why 1.16% in a month for the past 18 to 19th month. But the total loss in that total 18 month is just less than 1%. So you can imagine if you spread this 0.86% divided by 19, then you can see the chances of your win over your loss. So meaning if you say 0. Just say 0.86, 0.86 divide by how many? 19 months. So that means the chances, now you are making average of 1.1%, 1.16% in a month with Sonic. Then the losses you can record for that month is 0.045%. So take 0.045% from 1%, you are still very, very widely profitable. So that's the first question investor asks, the protection of their capital. Because in trading, we talk about protect capital, secure profit, and trade with profit. So it will get to a point that your capital is no longer affected. In fact, in risk mitigation in trading and investment, we always tell people, when you are making more money, as the money is piling up, say, take the profit. So when you take the profit, right, that had covered your capital, then whatever that is remaining is trading with the profit. That's a risk mitigation we have. So now say, okay, if that is the case, what is the chances of this Sonic to lose my money entirely? They call it risk of ruin. How long can this thing ruin my account? Based on the fact that our tag market is giving you 12x to trade, and tag market gave a condition of this 12x, don't lose 10% of that 12x. Meaning, if you deposit $1,000, what you need to do is that don't lose 10% of that 12,000 that be amplified. That means don't lose your $1,000 and see 20% of that from our own money. Once you do that, you are, of course, you're already off the market. But you now say, okay, why are they generous to allow you to lose $200? Because in the process of trading, that 1,000, either you make profit on it or not. If you waste it, they have taken commissions. That commission will have been more than 200. Don't think that tag market is just generous to give you $200. Don't think they are just generous to give you $12,000. No, they are in business. So it's a collaborative kind of a thing. They have liquidity provider that support them. They know that they have a nice business model. So me and you are looking for liquidity. And so all of us are looking for something. So there's an exchange of something for something. In fact, the money you are depositing is still called liquidity. So they are beefing up more liquidity. So it's a law of attraction. So it's not a generous thing. So I always tell people, don't think it's generous. It's business. It's just that they disrupt the business model that you have ever seen before. It's a disruption of forex business model we have ever seen before. So with that, they should lose trade up to 80 times back to back without winning one for your account to get wiped off. Now, the good news I'm announcing to you now is that which can end today or end tomorrow. They say it may extend till end of the month. I don't normally use those monthly for anybody. It can end today because they can get to a level that they are okay with the number and they tell you that, oh. So we as a community people, we have what we call special deal with tag market. That's why if you go to tag market, what you can see is 12x. You can't see 24x, please, I beg your pardon. What we see is 12x as the type of account they create that you can use. So what we have, we now negotiated with them. Negotiate with them and say, please, give us 24x. The deal was signed, agreed. Okay, if you give us 24x, we are now going to be trading with 24x. Meaning you can be in tag market and you are trading with only 12x, but because we belong to a community, like somebody who invited you here now, is going to make you to have leverage and opportunity, all right? It's going to make you have leverage and opportunity to have 24x. But that 24x can end after this meeting. It can end tomorrow. Some say by end of this month. I don't believe that. It can end tomorrow, it can end anytime. So if you end, you don't hold me responsible. That means there is a sense of urgency for me to maximize this. So for that, we're trading with Sonic. Now, those that are using 12x, if Sonic do 1% in a month, it will be 1% multiplied by 12. That's 12% in a month. Last month, Sonic did 1.26%. Look at it here. Because look at the past record. Why are we confident with Sonic? 2014, it has been trading, no losing month. All through 2025, no losing month. Then 2026 so far, no losing month. But in the same January and February, when Donald Trump and the price of gold went down and all of that, people lost their account. But Sonic didn't have any record of account lost. Because why? Low risk, low reward. And the consistency of the money coming, little drop of water, build up over time. And that's the confidence we have. And that's why we're not shaking. So many will ask, why do you choose Sonic? We have other strategies that are there, but we believe more in Sonic because they are consistent, they focus on what they are doing, and they are not missing anything. They don't trade more than 2 or 3 times, maximum 4 times in a day. And once they take the trade, I'm sure by this morning now, they must have delivered money for us. And as simple as possible. You know what it means for you to wake up from your bed and then you look, only God know what we are going to see again in Nigeria today. Yet you open your MT5 and see money have dropped. So that money problem you thought and you have stress, headache will just come suddenly. You are welcome to the day with Sonic report giving you sleeping allowance. Imagine you have been sleeping all through and you wake up in the morning and somebody say, sir, this is your food. You will smile. And that's exactly what Sonic do for us. Now, let me now quickly show you, let us see if Sonic have actually traded today. And because that's the warning I give to people when they come here and say, you better run as fast as possible. Connect your account so that you don't miss out the next trade. Because we can be over very confident that Sonic must have traded for a particular day. If he has not traded, that means there are no good market conditions. Please, this is not an investment scheme. This is a trading platform and Sonic doing the job for you. So if Sonic could not trade, that means there are no good conditions to trade. And so let me quickly log in and share with us. This I've just explained to you of the performance of Sonic. Now let us see it in real figure and data because numbers do not lie. So I want to give you the statistic. All right.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so just bear with me. I'm going to share with you now. Let's go to see some record. If truly Sonic have traded today, not hype, not audio money, not simulation account, live account. So this is called MT5. For those of us who are new, don't worry. When you want to get started, your leader who invited you is going to guide you on to have this. This is just a place to have a monitoring mirror. So you are not going to be monitoring spirit. Just start to monitor activities. Now, this is one of the accounts. So I want to start from a low account to a high account. Let me start from account of $72. Yes. $72. This money, Sonic has traded already. You see why? It doesn't allow us to lie. So it has made $0.4749. That's 49 cents. And on account of $72. Now, this account yesterday traded, and this account has been on since last year, all right? Last year, I think around November, all right? And has been trading, making money. This, as small as this, and has withdrawn some money, all of that. That is small account. Let's go to another account of like $200. Remember what we make on $72? 49 cents. Let's go to $200. Now, this account of $200, today, let us see what it has made. It has made $1.33. So on $200, $1 is 50 cents, is 0.5%. So that means this money now is going to almost 1% in today. But $1 is 0.5%. So you can see 0.5% of $72, it's about 49 cents. Is 0.5% or 0. Let's call it 0.6%. 0.6% of $200 is about $1.31. Now let's look at another account. And this account has been on since February. February 2nd. This account started since February 2nd. Look at it. 0. Okay, that's 02 2026. 0.2 2026. So today is 20th. So this account was $200 account. It has made total profit of $171 till today. All right, $161 has been withdrawn. All right, this account was not compounding. Let's look at another account a little bit higher than this. So we have looked at $70, then we'll look at $200. So let's look at $5,000 account. Now, this $5,000 account, ladies and gentlemen, and so $5,000 account today, let's see what it made. $33.40. You see now? So 1% of what? 0.5% of what? So that means this is 0.5 or 0.6%, and this is $33.40. Now, let me tell you something. If this is the money, just one trade have made this little amount of money. 30% of it is taken away as a transaction fee, profit share by Sonic that trade for you. All right? Then you did lift fingers, they did the dirty job. Then 70% is your own. You have the lion's share. Then, if you need money today, right now, if you need money right now, because if you take 70%, you can calculate it. Let's look at it. 30% of $33 or 70%, let's go 33 point something dollars. So let's go by this. 33.4 multiplied by 0.7. That's $23. Now to Nigerian local currency, $23 multiplied by 1,370 naira or thereabout, that's 32,000 naira. So if you have urgent 20K, urgent 20K, you can go to your platform, put a withdrawal right now, and collect that money it has just traded. Maybe you are a kill and dry, any emergency can happen. Urgent 20,000 naira. Then you go there, withdraw, and take your money and flex. Now, this account started this year, and not when, just last month. This account started last month. Which date was that? On the 1st of April. So it's less than 2 months. So by 1st of June, it will be 2 months exactly, right? Now, it has made total profit of how much? $2,488. So that means chances are there for after 2 months for us to do $3,000 on this $5,000 account. And so if 30% is taken off there, I can still have barely about $2,100 as profit, net profit, that is my own money, without lifting the fingers. And my capital is my own money. So it's not long, it's not money that is lost. I didn't pay it to them to have this assets of 120,000 because 24x of 5,000 is 120. So when I'm tired and I say, okay, I'm good. But in my place, they said it's not possible they put honey in anybody's mouth and it split it out. The local language in the West, they say, "Egan lo yin odun." You say it's bad belle that say honey no sweet. So direct interpretation na pidgin. Now bad belle go make you say honey no sweet. No matter how you claim say no sweet, we go know say na bad belle. We have a great man of faith, our father in the faith said, it is foolishness to be shameful of what is gainful. He says it's only fools that doubt proves. So now this is another account I'm going to show you, and I will go back to how do you get started. It's not enough to show you profit of people. So how do you get started to get your own profit? That is very important. Now, the same, we saw one We saw $1.3 somewhere. We saw $0.49, that's 49 cents somewhere. We saw 32 or $33 somewhere. Now look at another account. This is $7,897 today, just one trade. Why? Because of the fund. $7,897. If you go to your local currency, if you are in Nigeria, so $7,897. If you go to your local currency, let's just call it 7,800. 7,800 multiplied by 1,370 naira. That's 10 million naira. Somebody have just made 10 million naira this morning. Just 10 million. Just like that. Somebody's father's pension, I even say pension, I don't even know what to call it. Somebody's father's 10 years salary is what somebody make without even lifting a fingers. And why? This account started with how much? This account started with about $99,500, exactly October 2025. And I'll show you why. That's why we say data does not lie. It's about record, not what Felix saying. Can we check it? So October 2025, then to today. So 4th of this month, make it 6 months. So that means 4th of June will be 7 months. Now look at it. That account has made total profit of $919,776. Now, why? The account was compounding. We are going to tell you the magic of compound interest. When we tell some people compound, say, this is 99,500. How do I know? Look at the balance. That amount on the 4th of October 2025, $99,500 was deposited, amplified to 24x. So how do I know is that? Just say $2,388,000 divided by 24. You are going to see $99,500. Now, since then, it has been compounding, and then some withdrawal were made. Then, but the total profit has accrued in less than 7 months. That is 6 months plus. It's already close to $1 million. Don't bother to calculate this in naira. That somebody who started with 99,000, no wonder it's scriptural. For they that have shall have more abundance. And for they that do not have, even the little they have shall be taken. Forex is the one manifesting this thing. Can I tell you something? So many people come into the market with $100 with, I want to fight with person with 1 billion. Can you do it? Hmm? So you come with $100, I want to hammer. Somebody even told you, I will show you strategy how to flip $100 to $10,000 within 10 days. If he has been flipping it, he will not tell you. He will just silently be flipping it. It is not about making profit. It's about building wealth. Can you actually sustain building of wealth? And those are the things we actually ask people. So this is passive income, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just done showing you how you can leverage on AI and make passive income without stress. Anyone who account has been connected, even yesterday, he will have seen that money in his account. Do you know why I love this? Why are we passionately inviting people? Because no matter what you make will not stop another person's own. Whatever another person do, make, it won't stop your own. So why don't we make it together? And you are even putting yourself at risk if you are the only one making money. They will come with request. Bros, my son, they just pursue him out of school. Okay, what if somebody will say, my wife is in the labor room now, and they say they want to open her up? It's between life and death. And he saw that you are making so amount of money. Once you say, my brother, there's no money, you say, but I even saw the money you make yesterday. You say, which kind of witchcraft is this? He's now telling you anyway. Maybe the wife is even related to you. He said, okay, it's my wife, oh, but it's your sister. It's your blood. Oh. If you want your sister to die, you will now say, Mr. Man, am I the one that says you should impregnate your wife? Don't you know that 9 months will arrive when you were impregnating your wife? He gave you 9 month notice. He said, oh God, I don't tell you, I don't have money. And people that lack fund, they can have bad mouth. See, that's how these wicked people. Maybe now you won't use your sister self, do go. With all this your sudden money that come now, who knows that maybe it's you. Anyway, maybe in the occultic realm you belong to, they have told you say, make you no use your money, help anybody. They can say anything. Any person that mind is not productive, they are after productivity is counterproductive. And when your mind is counterproductive, it's dirty. You come with terrible things. I used to tell friends, I say, a man that his mind is dirty, he think about devil work. And what if this thing fail? And what if as I'm just going now? Have you met people like that? They are very negative, counterproductive. And what is causing it is moninarian, pocketitis, and brucellosis. When body have pocketitis disease, that's empty pocket. Check his mouth. Very venom, crazy, anger, pain. They nurture, they say, now them get car, only them. You go enter gutter one day. He's not even dreaming that God will change his own story. He's just going to tell you, he's angry with you every day. As if you are the one that says you should not hustle. So, but the reality is that you now have a system that he does not need to lift fingers. Let him come and maximize it. If you don't show him, you are still causing problem to yourself. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is the operation of these activities. Now, you heard me talk about compound interest. A man with $100,000 was compounding. I don't know what a man with $500 will now do. If a man with $100,000 will compound, excuse me, that means if your money is too small, then that is more reason why you need to have a very big patient. And how do we say? We say, okay, can you have a plan? And I want to clarify something quickly this morning. When we talk about compound, tag market does not hold your money for 5 years, for 10 years. It's your choice to decide what you want to do. And so we now say, okay, if I start with $500, can I compound like that man of $100,000? Yes. So let's say you start with $500. We have seen the past 18 months on the lowest average that Sonic have delivered to us after the gross profit and come to net profit was about 16.8%. So we say, okay, let's not go to 16.8. Let's stop at 15%. So let me compound this thing every week. My $500, I want to compound it every week. Okay, what do I have? Maybe you have a project in the future. Even if you don't have project, you have started rearing children. Your children are still in primary, secondary. You know one day they want to go to school. And I have warned people about this thing. Go and check. You just need to learn how to blend with this Gen Z. Gen Z does not spare you. They are very audacious. Gen Z place order without asking that you have capacity to produce it or not. I hope you will know that Gen Z people will come and ask you, if you know you cannot take care of me, why do you give birth to me? Excuse me, I'm not cut out for those things. Gen Z, oh, yes, that's what they are. So if you think you can give one level of excuse to him, he's not interested. So you just better have to arrange yourself down. Now, these are the opportunity that, okay, let me say I have 5 years plan. So 5 years plan is going to be about 60 months. So with 60 months, let me compound $500, waiting for my children when they want to go to school. Because your child can finish and say, Daddy, I'm going to Germany. I want to go to US. He will call one of the name of one school there. Now, if you are negotiating something close as a close substitute, is reasonable. But if you are now saying, no, where's the money? Where's the money? He will tell you anything. He will not tell you, okay, I will just run the street. He will just say, then we run street. We run street. And you know what it means when somebody say, man, we are going to run street. You wouldn't want your son to run street. You will be struggling at that point. To God be the glory. And so now let's quickly look at it. What if I can start a journey like this? In the next 5 years with $500 compounding every week on the average profit of monthly 15%, you can hit $3 million. So that you too can be a millionaire. Oh, yeah. So you can be a millionaire. You can hit $3 million, $3.47. Oh, Felix, I don't know half up to that. What do you have? Okay, I only have $400. Okay, go. Let's check it. How much could that be? That's about 2 point something million dollars. Now, does that mean I cannot start with $100? Well, you are the one that know what is pursuing you. Now, $100 compounding every week. And then how much will that be? $695,000. Oh, what about $250? And I'm intentional about $250 because I'm going to explain the aspect of residual income. $250, that means I'm going to have about 1.7 million naira. Somebody have asked me, what if I put $10? Well, it's your business. You put $10 and compound for the next four, for the next 5 years. With that, you are talking about $69,000. So that means irrespective, you compound it, but can you discipline yourself? If you can do that, that will make a lot of sense. And that's why we say we have a system. It is not tag market that asks you to compound. We, as a community, we decide to leverage. Since they give us this leverage, we decide to leverage what strategy can we deploy to actually make money. This is the counsel I give to most people that come around me. I say, hey, once you come in and you are interested in putting $1,000 to start, go and look for another $100 extra. How? Why? I will show you that. Look for another $100 extra. Look at this now. Look at this account here. I hope you can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, can you type 222 on the chat box? If you can see my screen, please kindly type 2222 on the chat box. If you can see my screen, please, if you can see my screen, kindly type 2222 on the chat box. Let me know that you can see my screen quickly. You are seeing my screen. Please help me to type 2222 on the chat box if you can see my screen. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Now, if you look at this account now, look at this dashboard. You will see that you have series of account. Some $74, some $12, some $30, some $200, some 5,000, some 13, some 99. So what is he doing? So as he make money, okay, thank God, I love this. Now, as he make money, let me refresh because sometimes if he has opened for a long time and you are doing transaction, aha, so that's one of the things. If not, it won't sail through, and then that could be displaced. Let me just quickly do that. Now, that one you are seeing that is 99, I think it started from $90. Okay? It started from $90 and we have been compounding. And that $90 was a gift. It was a gift from Sonic. Sonic decided to share 5% they used to retain. And 5% they used to retain in the month of April gave about 5.5 million. And it was shared to about 64,000 people. And that gave a portion of about $90. And what did I say? I told the, this account owner, I say, hey, you know what? That $90, don't pick it. And any money coming from that $90, don't take it. Compound it. See it as it's a gift. Turn it to a seed. As a gift, turn it to a seed. And so we turn it to a seed. And that's what we're doing now. So what do? Look at the 90, it was $90.50. Now it's 99 because we're compounding. So I go there, I click on invest. And so this is $1.35. So I think 1.35 and I click upgrade. So this 1.5 will be added to that $99. So you are going to see that that money now is now $100, 54 cents. So that is how this account will be compounding. We are not interested in picking the money. We're interested in building it up till maybe it comes 200, 300, 1,000. And when it becomes big, the compounding can be done every day. And so it will now become more money as more money as more money. So we have no excuse whatsoever. Start anyhow and continue to build so that you can expand your capacity. But of course, a man that lacks dream may not know how to build. He will complain of everything. Are you sure this platform will not run away with my money? Are you sure this? That's one of the first negativity many will think about. Are you to be blamed? Are you supposed to be blamed? No, you're not to be blamed. A man that was stung to death by bee, when he sees a fly around, don't blame him because he knew what bee. After all, both bee and fly, they all flies. But I always tell people, when there's an aircraft and then there's a crash and somebody survive at the middle of nowhere, when they evacuate them and any survivor, they will still board another flight to take him to the hospital. When it's an accident and then somebody didn't die, but it was an emergency. In fact, the speed they will run will be more than the run he run that had an accident. Ambulance is going to carry him. It's still a safe vehicle. So you just need to understand how to mitigate things and not to be afraid of things. When you are afraid of things and run away, it's going to deal with you because it will make you not to benefit from that thing. So that is one aspect. Passive income, you make a lot of money with passive income on this strategy. The last thing I'm going to show to you is called the residual income because I have promised I'm going to share this one today and it's very, very important because I discover many persons come to ask me, how does this one work? I'm going to share with you very quickly now in a very simple summary, all right? In a very simple summary. I'm going to show you that now in a very simple summary of how does that work, the residual income. Residual income is a place where you come to build, I've told you about plugging into an existing system without overhead cost and make profit. So they call it commissions. And one of our great mentor in business have told us that profit is better than wages. So we want to show you how to make very fantastic commission. Please, if you can see my screen, can you type 333 on the chat box very quickly? If you can see my screen, we're almost wrapping up. If you can see my screen, type 33 on the chat box very quickly. You can see my screen, type 333 on the chat box. You see my screen, 333. Thank you very much. Now, so then we have what we call profit share. We have what we call trading lot commission, leaders pool, CPA earning incentive. If you join the franchise. Okay, what does it take to join the franchise? Many of you qualify for the franchise, but you are not aware, you are not informed. And then we believe in one philosophy. If you don't train them, you don't blame them. So that's why we want to train you. So you can make profit share, you can make trade lot commission, leaders pool, CPA. Now, what is profit share? The profit share is that Sonic is trading. And once they trade, everybody they trade for, maybe it's the person come through your organization. Now, like this money now, we have made profit. So 30% of that profit is for Sonic because they are the one that trade. 70 is for the owner of the money. So at the end of the week, They take their 30% and then 70% left for you. That 30% they took, 5% of it is to their system, while the remaining 25% is to the ecosystem for the franchise to share. So if you are part of the people eligible for being a franchise, then you are share with profit. And how do they share that profit? They share it from generation 1 to 10th level, and they share equally. 2.5 equal from level 1 to level 10. So people who have built system, not necessarily the people who have invited more people. People have organization. So the more organization you have, either passive or active or franchise, as far they have up to so amount, then you are making money. What does it take to become a franchise owner? Once your investment is above $250 minimum, you are a franchise owner to build the business. When I talk about franchise, it's beyond just like being a distributor. Because if you want to be a distributor of Dangote cement, you need to hire a shop, you need to pay staff, and then there's a deposit you want to make, and then you pay, of course, the running cost of that. They only distribute to you, they only license you and give you at a disc price. So that doesn't mean they are going to cover your overhead costs. You have to hire a shop, a warehouse where they distribute to you. You negotiate. You know what it means now. Nothing go for nothing in Nigeria. So when you are going, there's still some bottleneck in between. You will go there and you still and say, "Oh God, now we saw your file." You say, "Where's my file?" I say, "Hey, your file no get Lego. You need, those of you work in offices, you know what I'm talking about." So they say your file no get Lego. What they're telling you is that you never give tips. So when you give tips, they say, your file don't work up pass here. So, but if they want to place, the bridge where they there is long. You have to make the bridge. Many of you can relate the language. And then you get there again, say, who are you? Say, oh, now you get this file. This file have been here now. Why do you let it here to be? I thought you have reached your gas. Go reach like that. There are so many things involved. And then you roger again till finally. When they are now distributing to you, when the scarcity come and all of that, they are now negotiating. Somebody who is the highest bidder is the one they say, I've been waiting. They say, oh, God, you have to do boys well. You have to do boys well. So these are the things, yet it's your money. You have put your money into line and all of that. You are still passing through all of this. That's the bottleneck. All right? And as much as possible. So, but this one says no bottleneck, nothing, just connect. You don't need to even see. Then no need to have a shop and all of that. Just generally share with people. We call it social capital. Use your social capital. Attitude is 100%. And then building around. Then whatever trade, the people money are not given to you, please. This is not a network marketing when somebody deposits $1,000. They collect $20, $40, $50, $100 from that person money and give to you and say it's called a fast track bonus. Where will the $100 come back to the man? The man wake up the next day or the next month and say, I'm collecting my capital. So how will his money be completed? Those are the things we do not check when we come to some. That's why we call this one a franchise system. So 2.5% down to level 10, you are paid. Number two, lot commission. That same group of people that they are trading with their money, the broker take out commissions, lot commission, spread, all of those ones, swap fee. Then that lot, what they allocated per lot is $10.5. Out of that 10, they take $2 for the leadership pool when people qualify for leadership. Then the remaining 8.5 is shared from level 1 to level 10 again. $2, 1.5, $1 till 10th level in your organization. Then the leadership pool, that $2 they set aside, whatever I accrue to, there's a volume you need to accrue for the month or 3 months consecutively. You qualify for travel. Like some people now need to go to Dubai, I think the month of August. All right. And then they need to qualify for this month and next month, all expenses paid trip. Then some, if you are not traveling, they say collect the money and all of that. That is another one. Then they now have CPA. What is CPA? Now, I asked somebody the other day, I said, go and check on different social media, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, and all of that. Have you seen Tag Market as a company, as a broker? No, other brokers do advertisement. Is it wrong? No, that's just the model they chose. Yeah, maybe people are not meeting up with the kind of volume they wanted to meet up for them to be paid. So that is, per customer acquisition. So cost per customer acquisition is the CPA earning. They say if also volume accrue within your team in a month, then certain percentage is paid to you, and it's paid from as low as 1% to about 7.5%, depending on the volume. I will log into Aitech, you can see, because it's not in tag, it's separate from tag. is a separate ecosystem that manage that because broker are not allowed to do structural kind of affiliate building system. That's why this one is separated from tag market. So you earn, as I'm talking to you now, there's somebody is a top leader, okay? A German guy who has hit about 40 million total deposit in his organization for this month. From the first to second week, he already done up to 40 million deposit. Is it the one doing it? No, people coming in. And why are people depositing to tag market? Because they don't need to lift fingers and they are making money. So if I didn't mean you are coming to tag market, I would say because tag market gives signal. Don't laugh. It's a very laughable thing, but don't laugh. Tag market give training. Tag market gives signal. We always say it. Can I ask most of us, even some of us leaders, how many of you have asked about, okay, where is the signal link, Telegram signal link of tag market? Not many persons have asked me about it, but we have been announcing it that you are giving free signal. This morning now, they have given signal. All right. Nobody, most persons, nobody, most people never ask of where is the signal group. They give education. People are not, who is interested? The result is that how much money can I make? So the CPA, you make money and then other incentive are added. So that's one of the things I just have to show. Look at it. I've just explained 2.5 to level 10 in this dimension, the ambassador, and then the CPA. So now let's quickly look at, I'm logging into, tag market, no, Aitech that control the franchise. So quickly, and I'm wrapping up, please. If you have questions, please just start writing your question, maybe on the comment section, so that we attend to it as soon as I wrap up with this. So I have said I was going to take my time to explain all the opportunity that you can maximize on this ecosystem this morning. And I think somebody is happy. If you know you are happy, just say happy, happy, happy. Type it on the comment section. I want to see happy, 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 happy. You are happy because I know that most of us have been confused. We do not really understand, that there are other business opportunity and how it runs in the system. Now, look at it. This is back office, right? Now, if you look at it, what this they did for you to even do your ambassadorial business or what we call a franchise business. Here, there's a link here that's a partner link because a lot of people have asked me this question. That's the link you should copy and send to whoever that you are inviting to maximize. Why are you inviting your friend? It's not because of the commission. And any of your friends that you invite, and the first question he asks you is that, and now that you send me link, if I now register, how much they are paying you? Sorry, maybe I'm too rude. That person, just tell him don't to bother. He have a very dirty mind. And such person don't grow. They are cruel people. I'm sorry, I'm speaking from experience. At least I've been on online for 25 good years. And I've been trading, I've been crypto and all of that. I'm still in crypto, I've been in stock. I explore financial market. Once I send you a signal, the first thing you're asking me, this one you are sending me signal, is it not because they go pay you something when I join? Okay, do they pay me from your money? No. When you want to withdraw your money, is your money complete? Yes. So then what's your problem? So such person, just tell him, don't bother. For me, that's how I run. Because he that start with you may not end with you. And he that will go far with you will not stress you. And in such case like this, where you know people's mindset is very dirty. Okay. So now you send him, then somebody who you want him to understand basic thing, copy this funnel. Your link is already embroidered into this funnel. Copy this funnel link and send to that person. He can watch about 8-minute video that explain about copy straightforward. All right. It will explain about CopyX. Now, I didn't talk about this because it's not operational yet, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm intentional about that. So, what you have just seen is small compared to what is coming. There's a crypto exchange that you are still going to be making passive money when Endotech come on board. But let's leave that. They are still going to make money when they start making Visa card along with this entire wallet. That's a different ballgame. But what you are just still butchering now is just the CopyX linked to broker for forex market. Now you are still going to be making money on crypto market, then be making money on like transaction on wallet and card. So now let's now quickly, if you look at this, let's look at this account. If you look at this account, let's look at the commission. Now, so that means this account now, commission, today is Wednesday. So yesterday Monday, yesterday, and today. The trading that has taken place, lot commission that has already accrued to this account is about $15.59, right? Now, if I show you last week, because it's weekly, those lot commission are paid weekly. If you look at this account, it's supposed to be level 1 to level 10. That means this account has not built. It has just built, this account has just built to level 6. That means still have about level 7, 8, 9, 10 to build. What do I mean by build? People have not joined towards that down. So that means this account is just an upcoming artist. But by qualification, it has already qualified as a what? As a franchise that is eligible to make money to that 10th level. And I've told you how. If my personal deposit is more than $250, that's the first communication. Then when I invite friends, if I invite one person and what he deposits is at least $250, then my level 1 is open. So that means this account now from level 1 to level 10 is open. What does that mean? He invite one person, he open minimum of 250, level 1 open, another person, level 2, another person, level 3 to 10. Now, if he does that, then it's going to continue. Then other people coming in through the other people. So he will be making excess money over time without knowing whoever is who, because they are not paying anybody the people's money. They are paying you from the company earning. And that's what I mean about lot commission. Now, let me show you some progress of this account, for instance. Now, that means last week, this account made $30 on lot commission from level 1 to just level 6. Now, the previous week before then, that same account make just about 21. Have you seen the progress? A week before that time, this account make just about 15. A week before that time, this account makes just about, okay, another 15, maybe just the same. The week before that time, 14, all right? A week before that time, yeah, 13. A week before that time, yeah, 9. And you see that you're just to level what? Level 4. So you can see the level is opening more. The more the level is opening, the more money, this account is making. That is lot commission. Then profit share. Look at profit share. This account, lot commission was about $30 plus last week for this account. But that same account last week, what it made on profit share is $61.88. All right. Now, but a week before that time, that should be about $52. A week before that time, that should be about maybe $33. A week before that time, that should be about $26. So these are how somebody is making residual income without lifting fingers too, because as people are making money, if I didn't mean people are trading by themselves, this may not happen, or this may happen suddenly. And when they blow their account, they run away. But if they see that they are progressively making money, they are good. Now, the CPA, if you look at this account, the CPA is telling you that, okay, to get to 50,000, if total deposit in this account get to 50,000 in 1 month, 2% of 50,000 will be paid to you, which is about $1,000. Then if you get to 200,000, not the one you invited directly, because most broker is people you invited that the volume actually count more. So, but this one, from that your level 1 to level 10, you don't need to know who is who. Then if it's up to 200,000, 3.5. 3.5 or 200,000 is $7,000. If it's up to a million deposit within the organization, that's 5%. 5% of 1 million is $50,000. Now, can I tell you, we have people in Nigeria who are already making more than $500,000 for CPA in a month. Now, I'm not exaggerating because they understand it, they plugged to it, and they were intentional. Now, look at this. We said 40 million is the maximum, and we have somebody who already gone that. Now, if you have done that, 40 million total deposit, not because there's a set aside money for marketing, and then they decide to do it at all the customer acquisition within your organization in a month, 7.5. 7.5 for 40 million is about 3 million plus. We have somebody who has already qualified. So you can, and if the person is talking to you, it will not be serious the way I will talk. Very simple. If you say you are not interested, he's not going to tell you, let me show you. No, no, no. He just present and go. And so then other incentive leadership pool, they are there. So where people qualify for travel, where people qualify for, look at it. So if you travel, if you are not going, they give you $2,000. Another one, luxury watch, Rolex, if that's what you are interested. If you are not interested, they give $15,000. So there are other things around it till you get to what we call the family home up to $1.2 million. So these are just system for people who want to build franchise. And building this franchise is not the regular network marketing, talk to people, convince them, over motivating them. As they deposit their money, please, you are not paying referral bonus. You are not paying fast track, but it's only in your system. When the company start making money, trading start taking place, then you start seeing some money. And that's why you see that account that make maybe $100 last month, you will see that this month you may be making like $600 or $610. Then another month, it will be making $1,000 progressively. So until the system become an autopilot. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is this. I have to say, I want to make it comprehensive for you today. And so the active income, like I've said, you trade by yourself. And to trade by yourself, I've told you, the company tag market provide opportunity for you to trade by yourself by first of all giving you the education free. Now, I love to reference this because I love fact and figures. If you have been part of our ecosystem and know that people who have been in our ecosystem, we registered on a platform called X some years back, 1 year, 2 years. Now, some of you too may still be a present member. You know that X is a very standard educational platform. I will not doubt that. You have to give it to them. And why? So their mother company is domiciled in the US and they use financial market. They know where the financial market is going and they plug into it. And then say, oh, one of the first problem people have is education. And so they need to get access to quality education. And another thing to support them, even when you have learned, when they give you signal, it's another advantage. So they have tap to trade and all of that. Now, so you have to pay money. Every month you have to subscribe 150. Yes, it's for serious-minded people, not jokers. So I'm not sure by the time you are depositing 150 as a subscription, you will be trading with 150. You want to trade with 500 minimum of 1,000. Now, on the same premise, Tag Market give you academy education free. Now, one of the lovely things that I like here is that one of the top man as an educator and service provider or signal provider on that platform, if you're on Tag Market, you know this guy very well. It's called Joy Arias. Joy Arias is known for his specialty in gold trading, right? In gold trading. There is one of the educator here, and the education here with Tag Market is free. So this man teach you everything. Look at the model, beginner's model, intermediate model, and advanced model. So when you come in here, just come in. The free education is there. Just click, and then you are going to get access to the education free. I mean free. Look at the model, beginner's model, introduction, welcome, what is Forex, basic tools, what is a broker, all right, technical analysis, how to think before you trade and all of that. Then you have what? Intermediate. Look at it. Now, why was I fascinated with this thing? Because in Plan B, we run training and it's not free. Even though we do presentation free, but we have academy that you pay for. Look at it again, intermediate. All right. So what is this? Module 2 now, general strategy, how to spot a valid entry, risk management, trade psychology, what is leverage, and all of this. Then advanced model, right? Look at it. Intro to the advanced, backtesting, how to review your own trades, frequently asked question, cost closure. Now, it says it's not enough. Tag Market says it's not enough. Still give us some glossary so people to learn more. Okay, what is trading in letters, psychology, fundamental, which has to do with news and all of that. They say, no, that is not all. People may not come to read it. Okay, we do what we call live session. That live session is not for people to just get the live session. They say, please, you record it for us. Look at past live session. Now, another person who have joined the education is called Leo. And that one train people on indices, forex, crypto, and all of that, and give signal equally in doing that, right? So he's doing it alongside with John Arias, where you pay money before to access him, but here is free. And I want you guys to laugh. Now, there are schedule. When you come in there, you have schedule, upcoming event. So if I refresh, you will see upcoming training event. I have subscribed for one. So when it's up, they will send me a message and say, okay, look at upcoming. Look at upcoming. You see now that I've enrolled here. So if I want to like now, I enroll for this other one. Look at it. Continue. I'm enrolled. So if you look at this one, I enroll. Message is sent to my mail. So when is the day? They show me. This one is 21st of of May. If I were you, I would love you to go there, click on enroll. It's in your back office. It's free. You are not charged. Then outside that, they give you free signal. On the Telegram group, you go there, the signal is dropped every day, and people are massively making money with the gold trading. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the simple thing we have for you today as much as possible. So, thank you very much. Should you have any question whatsoever, all right? So, should you have any question whatsoever, please take advantage of this time and put up your digital hands to ask your question. If you love what you have just heard,